Welcome back to the channel. Today I will show you how I built my pocket hole workstation. First, I glued a replacement clamp head to my clamp to avoid damaging the wood. Then I took a board of leftover plywood sheet, around 50 cm long and 30 cm wide. I marked where the pocket hole jig is going to be, and I also marked the corners where I will leave the space to be able to clamp the jig down. Using a chisel, I made the jig flush with the surface. This can be also done with a router. You just need to set the depth of the router bit same as the head of the pocket hole jig. Then I marked and cut out the area on both sides that is unusable. I did it with my miter saw since I could cut these straight lines quickly, but you can also use a circular saw or jigsaw. Then I finished the cuts with my hand saw. After that, I started to build the support around the pocket hole jig. I drilled pilot holes on the bottom of the board to secure the joint with screws and glue. Next step is the side walls. I had to make sure that they are square and flush with the surface of the pocket hole jig. Then I cut them on size, drilled some pilot holes and glued them to the board. I wanted to be able to keep all of the tools for this jig in the same place, so I built a storage on both sides. I made these walls about 3 cm lower than the others, since I'm going to add the cover for them. On the left hand cover, I made the depth stop gauge. Here I also used a chisel, but I think a router would be a better option. I wasn't really happy with the result, and I could easily damage the wood between. I ended up covering them using a tape to make them look better. I will leave a link to the products that I used in the description below. Then I will keep going with the rest of the walls around the marked area for the clamps. I added a piece of 9mm plywood to hold the drill bit and cut out some of the middle parts to be able to grab it easier when needed. I also removed a piece from the last part of the wall. This will work as a holder for the driver bits. I ended up using door catches to close the covers, but it can be also done with hinges. Lastly, I added another piece to the other end to hold the driver bits. For the Allen key, I added a small piece of wood and sanded it in an angle so it can hold it without falling down. Then I've done the same thing on the other side, but here I made the wall square. This storage I will use for my pocket hole screws. As a final step, I screwed the holding clamps to the front of the jig. I'm very happy with the end result. I really like that I can store everything I need to make pocket holes in one place. If you have any questions about this jig, feel free to ask in the comment section. And of course I did some tests. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification to get notified when we upload the new content. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram.